Hi, I'm Amit Kumar. I'm the founder and CEO of Verve. We're building advertising on autopilot for small businesses. And I would love to talk to an audience about building rocket ships in the lean startup world. The way the startups have been built has radically changed in the last few years. But if you're building a deep tech company with a lot of science and technology that just will take a year to build out, what lessons can be learned from the lean startup world and what of those don't apply? So we know that it's incredibly cheap to start companies, of course, with Amazon services and similar products where you can do everything on the cloud. The angel investment climate is very, very good for interesting ideas to get funded, to get off the ground. Software investment costs are very low. Development environments are free. SDKs are cheap, and there's a new culture. So the whole notion of lean startups and customer oriented development, iteratively building in products, minimum viable product, all of these are very well understood. Being instilled is for ninnies. All of that is fairly well established. But there are some projects, some companies that are being built and will always be built that are more of rocket ships. They require a lot of sustained software development. They require a lot of engineers. They require a lot of time investment. So let's say if you need at least 10 engineers and at least a year of work required to build something differentiated and defensible. An example, a non-verb example might be a company like Mapper, which is building the entire Hadoop MapReduce stack from scratch, right? From the file system to the overlaying technologies. You just can't build that, or can you build such a company in an iterative way? And same thing with Verve. We're building sort of an automated advertising platform. Essentially, take a small business and run all of their advertising across search and display and social and retargeting and all of that in an automated way. That requires a lot of model building, a lot of science, a lot of heuristics to be tested, and so on and so forth. So how do you build such a company? And that's what we would love to talk about based on our experience. So we're now 18 months old. We've raised two rounds of funding, around 6 million worth from Spark Capital and True Ventures and 500 startups. And we built a team of around 22 people within this period of time, and sort of increasing the space going forward. So what did we do? How do you hire for such a project? And how do you motivate your employees when every other company is different, where they're doing up changes every couple of weeks, and here you're looking at months of a timeline. How do you iterate when such a thing happens, where each iteration takes significant amount of time? What does it mean to do customer development? Your customers might be enterprises in some cases, or small businesses in others, where you might not have the right reach. How do you fundraise? Because the VC expectations are being set to show dramatic traction in the first few months, or dramatic product development at least, which might not be possible. How do you do internal dashboarding? How do you measure your progress, where it's not sort of a traditional enterprise model, but it's definitely not the, hey, is our app updated in the app store kind of a model. And finally, how do you establish a culture in the company where everybody's thinking of long term, building short term? There is sort of iteration going on, and everybody's aligned. What lean startup principles apply and which ones don't? So would love to talk about this, and talk about all of the lessons we learned at Verve, from bad hiring decisions to bad architectural decisions to bad product decisions, bad stuff, but also how we fix those decisions by learning from the community, as well as understanding that some of those lessons don't actually apply. So that's the talk I would love to give. Thanks.